Hey guys, what's up? It's me again, Meat Poppin. Sorry. Remember, this is all about looking at all the points of view. Okay? So, before we start, I remember Jon Stewart was trending online, right? I was like, okay, why would he be trending? I like the fact that he's one of the few people that was so entertaining. He has common sense, and when he brings common sense to this very left wing, like Stephen Colbert show, I think he went and he started talking about the whole vaccine and stuff. Colbert was, no, you can't say that. And he was like, yeah, but now we're near China. And it was like, I like that guy. So when he was trending, I was like, what? Why is he trending? See the clip. Hey man, before we start, remember to like the video, share, and hit the subscribe button. YouTube is kind of gangster, but you know, I'm gangster too.
What chapter of Harry Potter is that in? That's one of.
Let
That's
me
when
tell
they
you
get to
something about-
Gringotts, right?
Can I tell you something about
That is
Harry
a
Potter?
wild thing.
Here's how you know, and this is the whole thing, and you don't have to use this, but this is true. Here's how you know
Use it.
like Jews are still where they are. Talking to people, what I say is, have you ever seen a Harry Potter movie? And people are all like, I love the Harry Potter movies. Like, you ever see the scenes in Gringotts Bank? And they're like, I love the scenes in Gringotts Bank. He's like, do you know what those folks that run the bank are? And they're like, what? And they're like, Jews.
And then that
I remember.
and then that person says, "No, goblins." And then you go,
And you're like,
"Do you hear
let,
yourself?"
Let me show you this from, it's the Protocols of the Elders of Zion. I just want to show you a caricature. And they're like, oh, look at that. That's from Harry Potter. And you're like, no,
Yeah.
that's a caricature of a Jew from an anti-Semitic piece of literature. J.K. Rowling was like, can we get these guys to run our bank? And you're like, it's a wizarding world. It's a world where it's
You
like,
can imagine anything.
the train station has a half a thing and no one can see it. And we can ride dragons and you've got a pet owl.
And who runs the bank?
Who should run the bank? Jews.
And not only
Like,
that,
no, it's
I feel like she was like, "Why'd you make it so subtle?"
yeah. I mean, it's real. Like, yeah, they look like Jews. But what if the teeth were sharper? And you're like, oh, okay.
I truly,
Yeah.
I was like 11 or 12
Yeah.
and was like, I love Harry Potter. And I remember like being in the theater and being like, this kind of fucked up.
That's
It
exactly.
might have been the first time I said the F word.
I was gonna say, 11-year-old Henrik does not swear.
I was like, ooh.
That was one of those
that's
things
not
where
good.
you expect. It reminded me of those horror movies where like everybody's been taken over by the thing, but you haven't. So you're looking around, and every time someone sees you, they go. "Ah." It was one of those things where I saw it on the screen, and I was expecting the crowd to be like, "Holy shit, she did not
Yeah.
in a wizarding world." Just throw Jews in there to run the fucking underground bank. And everybody was just like, wizards.
It's
It was
crazy.
so weird. Even Dobby was like, that's fucked.
Now, if you look at the clip and if you look what he was talking about, I was like, the thing that he's talking about is like back in the day they teased people with a specific thing, and now these things kind of look like bankers in J.K. Rowling's Harry Potter story. I was like, I can understand where he's coming from, but was it bad? I was like, I know why it might be bad, but I was like, it doesn't feel right. It wasn't like a bad joke. He was more like making an assumption like, what? These are the Jews in the back in the day? We'll just put it in the movie. Kind of looks good, right? It fits the dynamic, the size. The ears looks like Jew maybe, but smaller. I don't know. I didn't see anything bad. So I thought before I make a video, be like, what? This guy is like an anti-Semitic or something like that. I was like, let me just wait and chill. But guess what? Certain companies were like, this is news. Negative gangster, one of the good ones is becoming negative. Oh, we need to talk about this story. And I was like, whoa, this is going to happen. And then I found out this clip.
So we did that a month ago. A month ago. So like 2 COVID mutations ago. Back when we were still in like beta world or whatever, wherever we were. This is a month ago. This morning I wake up, it's trending on Twitter. And here's the headline from Newsweek. Jon Stewart accuses J.K. Rowling, J.K. Rowling of anti-Semitism. So let me just say this, like super clearly as I can. Can I get a close-up? All right.
You're in
this is my
control of
computer.
your own
All right.
camera.
Bring your face
I'm in control of my close-ups. All right, let me do this.
Camera one.
Hello, my name is Jon Stewart. I do not think J.K. Rowling is anti-Semitic. I did not accuse her of being anti-Semitic. I do not think that the Harry Potter movies are anti-Semitic. I really love the Harry Potter movies, probably too much for a gentleman of my considerable age. So I would just like to say that none of that is true, and not a reasonable person could not have looked at that conversation and not found it lighthearted. So let me say this instead to Newsweek. Your business model is fucking arson. And not the good kind, not the good kind of arson where they light stuff and control it to prevent forest fires in the future. The kind of arson where you're on the mountain and you've got fucking 5 minutes and you don't know where the dogs are. Like, that's your business model. And now all the shitheads pile into this ridiculously out of context nonsense.
So when I saw this clip, I was like, oh man, we live in the time that you can go on Twitter, you cannot even put a Bible text, you have to make a quote and that is fact. I'm like, people, that's not my life. You cannot make a bio of me with just link, that's me, Meat Puppet. That doesn't make any sense. The fact that you can cut a clip, make it in a very weird negative way, actually, we should be able to sue you for taking something out of context that I didn't say. By changing it, you know, if somebody is making a joke as if he is kinda anti-Semitic, right? You can't cut it and be like, oh no, K Rowling made something anti-Semitic. I don't understand why people are so focused trying to misconstrue what we said. I feel like there should be a law like if you do something like that, you can be fined just like YouTube or Instagram or Twitter can purge you away. You're breaking the terms condition or something like that. The fact that you defamatory, that's defamatory, right, when you do something like that. But if I want to sue somebody, it costs me so much money. But you can put me in a very negative way on the internet that can affect my ability to keep my job. I think that's bad. And the fact that a certain companies even adhere to these rules and everything, I'm like, I would just want to go back in time when there was no phone, when it was chill, when I can just say whatever I want, where I'm not sure, I'm not advocating to do it, where I can cheat with the neighbor on the next street and nobody knows. It's like, I'm not saying that it was fun, but at least it's private. We live in an age right now that you can't do anything, with companies stealing your information to sell everything. Come on, man. China has one of the best app stores where everybody is connected compared to the US, Western countries and everything. They're all connected. You say one thing over there, it doesn't matter where. They will find you, arrest you, change your mind, convert you, and make you Chinese again. But no, if you want to do that over USA and everything, it's not that close, but it's close enough, depending how gangster your society is. Because if you go to South America, most people there really don't care about your opinion. They're trying to change it though. But in US, woo, in Africa, woo, and Europe, woo. Yeah, sadly I'm in Europe. But hey, luckily I'm in Spain and they're not that left wing in that way. They're really family oriented and there's certain things you still just can't say about family. But anyway, I just wanted to point this out. I mean, about the thing about Jon Stewart. I saw it, but I didn't jump on it. Let's make a YouTube video. I just thought, let's just chill. Let's see if more information comes out because I just felt it was like a joke. That's it.
Don't get me wrong, makosa kita bong. Put the fire na me blonde kush hash purple skunk creole Colombici jam jam.